Welcome back, eSIM Studios podcast live stream, episode number 63. Yes, episode number 63. We are rolling through these podcast episodes. I want to thank Armor_World on Instagram for joining us. Thank you very much. Your handle sounds, your tag sounds familiar. I'm pretty sure I've been on your page before, so thank you for joining us. We're live streaming across like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 YouTube channels and our Instagram channel. So you can take us with you wherever you go, right? So all of these live streams, all of these newscasts, basically tech news live streams, are all uploaded to every podcast platform. So after this is done, if you missed a part or you want to catch some of the previous ones or some of the tech news you missed last week, simply search us on any podcast platform available. So Spotify, Apple Podcasts, we're on the Podcasts app, YouTube Music, we're on Amazon Music, we're on iHeartRadio, everywhere. And then you can always jump over to our YouTube channel and slide over to the live section and catch the replay. So I want to thank everybody for joining in. I'm currently filling out, building up the platforms. That's what I've been busy doing in the background. I guess you can't see it right now, but creating a couple applications, as well as some websites. So let's check them out real quick for everybody at home, because I'm doing this for y'all, or for everybody basically. So let's see here. For those of y'all that love tech news, for those of y'all that love phones, technology, even if you potentially want to start your own unlocking business, or you just need a phone to unlock, I'm creating a website to show you how to do that, right? Kind of whispering, trying to keep it on the low. Let's see here. Let's go to... But I want to give you a sneak peek, right? Sorry, I literally just jumped in front of the computer and hit live. So I'm unfortunately not that well organized, but let's get into it, right? So here we have the eSIMstudios.com website. Now let me pull up my StreamYard. Let me share the screen. All right, so we got this going on, right? News, mobile technology news, reviews, videos, Apple Podcast links, regular podcast link. Our YouTube videos are all listed here, as you can tell, or our YouTube channel is, right? Go back. Podcasts are all listed down here. All my previous podcasts that you can catch right there. Basically anything and everything we do here on this. I know I'm streaming across multiple YouTube channels, but on our eSIM Studios, our main hub, everything we do collectively, right? Everything is going to be here listed on the eSIMstudios.com website. It's kind of like the home hub base website for everything we do, right? So we got that. Now we also got this Flash Tech News. Yes, so we'll have all the news here, right? Looks very, very basic, right, compared to this one's, and all nice and pretty. Got the colors, it's all nicely formatted and stuff like that. Now look, this one I built it specifically to look like this because our application will be based on pulling info and data from the website. So the more basic and simple the website is, the more easier the app is, and the mobile version is very clean, smooth, runs fast, loads fast. Not a lot of junk all over the place. So we got that we're building out. And then I have another surprise here for y'all. The unlocker.tech. Yes. This is going to be my special, I don't even know what you call it, right? Just, it's going to be a badass site. It's going to be where if you're looking to unlock your phone, whether it's a screen lock, right? You have a passcode and you can't figure out what the passcode is, I'm going to show you how to unlock it. If you're moving from, if you have a T-Mobile iPhone 14 and you want to get Verizon service, but the phone is still locked to T-Mobile, this is going to tell you how to unlock it. iCloud, we can do that. The real iCloud, not the bypass, the real one, right? This is the real deal. When you're messing with me, I don't mess with all the fake stuff. This is real deal Holyfield. So this will be, that's supposed to be up here. See, there's little things that I'm literally building this from scratch. Right? So, current list. Now, look, if you want a sneak peek, if you just want to get down to the nitty gritty, I do all my own graphics. If you want to get down to the nitty gritty and you just want, see, we're going to give you basic knowledge on unlocking, different types of unlocking, carrier financed unlocking section, blacklist repair section, iCloud removal section, Apple GSX and Apple Connect unlock servers, setting up an online business, and online and social media advertising. We're going to cover all that here. So make sure you bookmark it, theunlocker.tech. Now, real quick, if you want to get to it, I literally just uploaded them right now. If you want to get to it, do this. This goes to, where does this go to? It just goes to the home screen. I don't have the page connected, do I? You know what I can do? I want to show you all this. Hang on. We'll get to it. We'll get to the news. Hang on. Okay, so how do I share this? This is behind the scenes. WordPress behind the scenes. Okay, so this is what it looks like behind the scenes. Behind a website, how you build it, add stuff to the website. This is what you got right here, right? So I need to link a page to it. So let me show you how to do that real quick. I need to link. So we'll go to this block right here. Link it to this one right here. Watch this. Damn it, why did it do that? There's always a back button. Let's do this. Pages. Okay, y'all ready? Come on now. All right. Let's link this real quick for y'all. Damn it, why did it show that link? It's supposed to just show the anyways, I'm gonna deal with it. I'm gonna work on this in the background. I'm not gonna do it here while we're live, but I'll mess with this in a minute. But Let's unlink that. Actually, you know what? I don't want to save that, so let's do this. Let's back out. But let me show you what I got. Since I don't want to waste your time, here's what I got. The list. Yes, this is the list. This is where you go to get everything done. So I'm going to put this, I'll have it on the website here shortly, right after we're done with this. I'll make sure it's linked up perfectly, but that's where you go to get everything done. And then we basically explain everything, right? Nice and simple. Okay. So I literally just jumped on here. Thank you very much, Eclipse. Appreciate it, man. Hope you're doing well. Daniel, thank you for joining us. Yeah, customizable home screen. It's about time, right? They've been behind for years when it comes to that. Is that going to be in iOS? What is it? iOS 18. Is that going to be on the next iOS update? A big one, I believe. Let's see some of the news now. Check this out. Now, I'm actually going to go to Android Authority. I know I've been trying to get away from pulling news from the bigger publications because this is the reason why I'm creating my own, but I don't have it 100% completed yet. Still a work in progress, but we will get there here shortly with all the websites done. But there was a news article that I was going to hit on really quick, right? Did everybody get their Find My Device application updated? Let's see. So Beeper is back, which is interesting because just the other day, iOS 18. Yeah, I think that's it's a long time coming. I mean, add that to the long list of things that you've been able to do on Android that iPhone has not been able to do. But I mean, look, give them a few more years, and most of the features will be, similar on either platform, right? So I'm still reluctant on trying this again. Just because I might waste my time with this, or I don't want to get any more banned than I already am from Apple. But Beeper is back. So those of y'all that remember the Sunbird fiasco, the Beeper, I guess, fiasco, two separate companies, two separate application developers that make an application with the exact same reason. It's for Android users to message iPhone users, and the iPhone user still gets the blue bubbles, right? In the clear photos, clear videos, not grainy, supposed to be encrypted, which would not be the case between Android and iPhone. Messaging is unencrypted. Well, they claimed they encrypt it. Well, a long story. We've been through it. I got banned, and both of these apps got blown out of the water by Apple. They're back again, and I don't really see the point. I don't understand. Look, I kind of get it, but I kind of don't. They're just going to end up getting shut down again by Apple. That's just what's going to happen. Apple knows where they're routing, what servers they're routing their traffic through, and they're going to simply hit the off switch on those servers. They've done it every single time before, so I don't understand. I don't see why Apple wouldn't do this again, right? So they've claimed they've got better security. They claim they've got better connections. Look, there's a lot going on, right? Because the government is suing Apple. There's just a lot going on here. I got a lot of things going through my mind on this specific topic. I don't know if I'm gonna attempt this because I think I'm just gonna end up wasting my time. Plus, I'm trying to get an app on Apple's App Store, so I don't want to, screw that up really. But I might see if I can just. I got a ton of burner accounts, so I might throw a burner account and make a video about this tomorrow. But Beeper is back. We did a story yesterday. Sunbird is back. And what do you know? A day after the Sunbird news gets released, Beeper news gets released. Now, I wonder if this is the desktop version. Hang on, let's see here. Beeper, known for its iMessage to Android efforts, announced its acquisition. Got bought out by Automatic, the company behind WordPress. Very interesting. I was like, do you know what? That name sounds familiar. And then what do you know? So, actually, you know what? All my websites and applications are WordPress based. Light bulb going off. I might test this out now because you know what they're doing? Well, WordPress. Hang on one second. Let's review some more information before I start guessing what's going on. With the acquisition, the Beeper Android app is out of beta and available to anyone without a wait list. Beeper earned blah 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 blah. Yes, we know the history. Let's see. The company has turned over a new leaf with its acquisition by Automatic, the parent company who owns WordPress. According to the official press release, Beeper's team will continue to function as an independent unit under Automatic and/or WordPress's umbrella, with founder Eric Migovsky assuming the role of Automatic's head of messaging. Very interesting. A key aspect of this development is the potential. What I tell you, or I didn't tell you, but I was going to, but I wanted to read first. A key aspect of this development is the potential integration of Beeper with Textcom, a similar chat aggregator service that Automatic acquired last year. Whenever they say Automatic, they mean WordPress, which is a website platform. I think 43% of all websites on the internet are WordPress based. Notably, Texts.com, who WordPress owns, currently offers iMessage, bridging for Android, albeit with the requirement that the users run an app on their own Apple computers. Hang on one second. Sorry, got an emergency text. So this is very interesting. I'm actually glad we stumbled upon this. Migovsky, who owns Beeper, used to own Beeper, further added that he's known Automatic CEO, or the WordPress CEO, Matt Mulweg, similar names, for years. He also underscores that he also underscores the shared goals and approach between the two, highlighting their desire to build the best chat application on earth with the emphasis on open source. software. Yes, very, very, very key. Crucial when it comes to development. Open sourced Android. Open source is WordPress. Open source is Beeper. Closed source is Apple. Closed source is iOS. Beeper's acquisition announcement also came with the public launch of its Android app, signaling wider accessibility. The app has been in beta until now with 115,000 users participating in testing. I was one of them. After the acquisition, the app now is open for use for everyone, including 466,000 people who are already on the waiting list. Now, here's what I think they're going to do. And this is so cool. What was it? Text.com? What texts? Let's look at that. I've heard of it but never looked into it. So let's go to the web browser. Let's write in texts.com and see what the hell that pulls up. So let's go here. So this is texts.com. All of your messages in one inbox. Very interesting. Now, WordPress owns this. And they just purchased Beeper. So what the article said Text.com offers Android to iPhone messaging. However, there's a catch. The Android user has to own or pair or link their device to a real physical iOS device, right? So a MacBook probably, or I'm assuming it's a PC, but I'm sure you could probably work with it with an iPad or possibly an iPhone. Beeper, on the other hand, connected users, Android users to iPhone to message iPhone without a physical Apple device. So they're basically adding Beeper's technology into this text.com, and I think in the long run what they're going to do is implement some kind of messaging system into WordPress websites. Again, 43% of every website on the internet is a WordPress website, and we're talking hundreds of millions of websites. So an ungodly amount of websites are WordPress based. And it would make sense to me, ever evolving, ever expanding technologies, just general growth, right? You want to expand what you're doing, your footprint, your functionality. And I think messaging is going to be key. I think what they're going to do is implement messaging into a website. Now, I know you can chat with websites, but it's a back-end thing. But I think what they're doing is, I think what they're going to do is bring real-life text messaging, right, to an actual phone number onto a website. So I think what they're going to do is basically give each website a phone number, and whoever the admin is for that website will obviously have controls of it. But I think they're going to tie in messaging, real-life text messaging, and iMessage stuff, but in two websites. They're going to tie in messaging, real messaging, as I mentioned, with websites. I think that's what they're going to get at, basically. Even if that's not their main goal right now, I think it will be in the future, right? Which is pretty cool because look, chat over IP. What is it? You have VoIP, voice over internet provider, but messaging, what is it? MOIP. Pretty cool. Next step in the process. So I'm gonna give them I am going to check that out for everybody, and possibly, now that I know it's tied into WordPress, they probably have an application or a plugin on the back end of WordPress that you can implement this in, and I'll do all that in the meantime. I'm gonna have a quick episode today, but certainly cool, and I'll link that in the description box below. Very, very cool. Is that it? Let's see. The timing of this acquisition is intriguing, especially since it comes right after Apple swiftly squashed Beeper's short-lived iMessage integration. Furthermore, Apple's planned RCS support could further lower Beeper's recent appeal, as RCS brings many of the same features to as iMessage to cross-platform conversations between iPhone and Android users. I don't think the transition with Apple implementing RCS is going to be a smooth transition. I just don't see it. There's nothing. When Apple's basically forced to do something, they usually go kicking and screaming, right? Like a 3-year-old child. They have to have everything their way, and if they don't, they wreak havoc on their opposition, basically, right? It's a dirty game, and Apple plays it very well and very accurately. Look, they're very. I will give them credit. I may not agree with a lot of the things they do. I might not agree with their vision of how they see everybody should use, an iPhone or iOS device. But one thing I will give them credit for is being pretty cutthroat and being pretty relentless. Now, I don't mean cutthroat as in being, maybe that's not the right word, is like an asshole or not doing things fairly, but they're pretty relentless and very, very accurate as far as every step that's taken, typically by Apple. And they seek and destroy. So they go seek, they have a goal set out for whatever it is, right? Implementing RCS or into iMessage, right? Just as an example out of probably thousands of goals that they have as a company. So what they'll do is they have a goal, they'll do it now. This was kind of reluctant a goal because I think they were forced into this, but they go out and they squash and they just seek and destroy every competitor that's in that realm that they're going to step into. And then they try to take control of that said realm or area. So that's what I meant when I said cutthroat. They're very calculated and, they agree with them or not, but that's just how they conduct business. So it is what it is, but I do respect them on that fact that they're very, very accurate and steadfast on what they do. What's going on, Carlos? I wish one day Apple can get rid of the green and blue. Yes, now, I do too. However, when this news broke of RCS, Apple implementing RCS, that was one of the main questions, right? Well, what's up with the blue bubbles? Is it still going to be blue bubble, green bubble thing, right? Because there was when this news came out, a few months ago, there were more questions than there were answers. We didn't know. All they said is they were going to implement RCS. We didn't know if the pictures are going to be clear. We kind of knew, or pictures are clear, video is clear, because right now they're grainy, and it's like that on purpose. We didn't really know if it was going to be encrypted. However, if it's going to incorporate RCS, it's probably going to be encrypted. So we kind of knew that answer. RCS was brought on. The big and final question is, well, what's up with the green blue bubbles? Well, we know now that they're still gonna do the bubbles, right? So what is it, Android to iPhone messaging still gonna have the green bubbles, I know, and iPhone to iPhone blue bubbles. So why are they doing that? Basically to piss you off. They're very strategic, remember. So they're doing it for a reason. They're doing it to piss you off in every little way possible. And then as a collective, you have a bunch of little things that piss you off about Apple, right? If you're not an Apple user, if you're an Android user, It's just a long list of a bunch of little things. Well, they're hoping that someday you just get so fed up with it that you say, oh, screw it, I'm just gonna go get an iPhone so I don't have to deal with whatever it is, a nagging girlfriend or wife or friends or family, right? Always bothering you about you're always messing up my group chat and all this stuff. And then that's their plan. They wish that you get so fed up with all this crap that you just say, screw it, and go get an iPhone. That's their strategy. Love it or hate it, but that's what that's their strategy on that. So yes, they are keeping the stupid bubbles deal in the future, even after RCS, but it will be encrypted. iPhone to Android. You will be able to get clear photos, clear videos. Not sure about the group chat. I don't think it'll mess it up, or at least as much as it did before. We'll just have to wait and see. Now that's going to come out with iOS 18. So like what Daniel was saying here, about home screen customization. That's going to be in iOS 18 this upcoming September, and so is RCS. So they're going to implement RCS in iOS 18 in September, right? So should be interesting to see how that goes. It almost seems too good to be true if it's a nice and easy, smooth transition. It always seems like, I know something's gonna go wrong. There's gonna be a big group of people that are gonna be pissed off. Something's not gonna go right, and you're gonna hear a bunch of online chatter about it. I can guarantee you that. RCS is gonna be good, but they will keep the same color. Yes. Yeah, from what I understand, the colors as they are right now are going to remain the same after they implement RCS. Because they still want some divide. They still want to separate. They still want something to differentiate iPhone and Android. In their minds, they think they have a superior product. In a more superior platform. So they want to differentiate. Oh, this is iPhone over here, and that's Android over there. That's what they want to do, and that's what they're going to continue to do. At least from my understanding, that's the bubbles as they are right now with the colors and how everything is going to remain the same. There will be no change with the bubble color after the integration of RCS. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever. I think I'm pretty. I hate to say ever on most anything, but I'm. Look, again, I got a couple here, but I just don't use them, just for the channel, but in case reviews. But I just I can't do it. So I'm in the same boat. I'll never switch, but it's just personal preference, right? Sorry, give me 1 second. So you're planning on, tell me, Carlos, you're planning on getting the Pixel 9 Pro XL. Now, that's a good choice. I'm gonna get, there's a bug in here. We're gonna get the same. We're gonna get a small one and a big one. So I cannot wait to see the small one, Pro, and that's going to be the big newsmaker, right? I'm actually going to try to go to the launch of the Pixel 9 series. They sent me an invite last year, and I could not go because I got it on such late notice. The airfare was insane. But this year, I'm booking that general time. They don't have a launch date yet, obviously, but it's within a 2 or 3 week window. I'm going to try to go to the launch of it this year. And that's going to be the big headlines from this Pixel 9 series, is the smaller Pixel 9 Pro. Yeah, that's going to be a badass phone. you prefer the bigger phones over the smaller ones, no, it's gonna be kind of, it's not a little difference in size. It's a big difference. I think the 9 Pro is 6.1 inches or 6 inches, and the the Pro XL is going to be 6.7, 6.8. I think it's 6.78 actually, and then the smaller 9 Pro will be 6.1, I believe. So noticeable difference, but thank God this year all these specs should be the same, just minus the screen size. Yep, bigger battery, easier to see. Quite honestly, yeah, small phone is nice to have. It's easier to carry around. But the big phone is good for, you know what? One thing I was just thinking about probably an hour before I hit live is that one thing I do like about my S24 Ultra screen, huge screen, 6.82 inches, is I set my default browser to my mobile browser, right? I turn it on desktop mode. So every time I go visit a website, it automatically pulls up the full website. Now, you can do that on any phone, really. But on these smaller screen phones, everything's so tiny on there, it's kind of hard to navigate and see. But on big screens, the desktop mode Chrome browser pages, man, are nice. And again, when you have a smaller phone, it's kind of hard to navigate around on a mobile browser. So yeah, I'll keep an eye on the beeper stuff going on in this Textcom. Never heard of that, but again, it's I'll look into that and see if I'll make an account. And I might test beeper out again. I'm not sure, but let's see here. There is, for all the Android TV people out there, Walmart is working on a pro version of their Google TV device. Probably just a little more memory, a little more RAM, probably a bump in the CPU. I don't think we have that one, but we do have a Chromecast, I believe, that's similar to that. Not much else going on. It is getting late, so I'm probably gonna get off here. If you did miss any part of this, you can always hit the replay or catch us on any podcast platform. Let's see. Yeah, that was the main topic I wanted to hit, was the beeper. What else we got? And I'm also going to find out, I'm going to test the Samsung, now that the Find My Device is open and available. There's a list of supported trackers that work with these Android phones that now support the new Find My Device network. Tile, like it says in this article, is not one of them, but I'm going to compile a list of the smart trackers that will work with the new Find My Device network. But I wanted to know if the Samsung the Smart Tracker 2 works, because typically it was just for Samsung devices only, but Samsung did have the new technology that Find My Device network runs on. Samsung's had this in their flagship phones for a year or two, and I want to see if that tracker will work, because if it will on other Android devices, I'm going to buy some of those and do a giveaway with some Samsung smart trackers. So it's not like whoever the winner is has to have a Samsung device. You could have any Android phone, or you could have a Pixel and it still works, stuff like that. So that's just little stuff like that I'm going to look into in the background and get some more giveaways scheduled here for everyone. Interesting. Okay. Well, it's getting late. I gotta roll. If you did miss the beginning, you can always hit replay. Or like I said, we're on Spotify, we're on Apple Podcasts, but I'm sure you don't have Apple Podcasts. Or you just simply, when this is done, just hit replay and you can catch up. So I do appreciate it. Carlos, thank you very much. Daniel, everyone. Yes, I had a Cowboys shirt on in my video, but don't let that fool you. I'm not a Cowboys fan, if that makes sense. It was a free shirt, so it is what it is, right? No Cowboys on today. But anyways, I gotta roll. I started this a little late. I'm trying to get them earlier, but it is what it is. But thank you for joining. As always, I really, 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 really appreciate it. And we'll do a giveaway. Let me come up with something. I got some stuff here. I promise. We'll do a giveaway. Try to do it tomorrow. So please stay tuned, and I'll let you know if we got that going on. As always, I will see you tomorrow. Peace out.